My brother called me selfish while living in my guest house rent-free. He moved in last year after his divorce. He was broke, emotionally wrecked, and said he just needed a few months to get back on his feet. I didn't hesitate. I had a guest house behind my home, small but cozy, with its own kitchen, bathroom, and Wi-Fi. I told him he could stay there rent-free until he found a job. The first month, he was quiet and grateful. Cooked dinner for me once, even mowed the lawn. But by month 3, things started shifting. He'd blast music at 2 a.m., leave trash outside, and act like my place was his. When I reminded him it was temporary, he got defensive, said I was trying to control him. Then came the worst part. He started bringing people over. Friend, girlfriend, random business part. My guest house turned into a frat den. He even plugged an extension cord into my main house to run an outdoor fridge. When I told him the electric bill jumped by $150, he rolled his eyes and said, "You make enough money. Stop being selfish." That hit me hard. I'd been paying his groceries, Wi-Fi, water, electricity, even his Uber rides sometimes. But apparently, I was selfish. So I decided to stop arguing and start observing. I noticed he was selling collectibles online. Old sneakers, game consoles, watches. Most were his. But then I spotted one of my own guitars in his listing photos. My limited edition Fender, the one I bought after my first promotion. I confronted him, and he swore it was a mix-up. Said he'd accidentally posted mine instead of his. I gave him a chance to fix it. He didn't. So I took screenshots of his listings, invoices, and messages. I also checked the house cameras, caught him sneaking into my garage when I wasn't home. That was my breaking point. I called my lawyer friend and drafted an official eviction notice. I taped it on his guest house door, right next to the no smoking sign he always ignored. When he stormed into my kitchen yelling, "You can't do this to me, I'm your brother," I calmly said, "You're right. I should have done it 6 months ago." He tried guilt-tripping me, said I was abandoning family. But family doesn't steal from you or call you selfish for setting boundaries. 3 weeks later, he finally moved out, left the place trashed, broken blinds, missing silverware, holes in the wall. I used part of his collectible profits that he'd accidentally left open on his email to pay for repairs. Months passed before I heard from him again. Then, one night, I got a message. "Can I come stay again for a bit? Just until I find work." I typed back, "Of course. The Motel 6 down the road has great weekly rates." Then I blocked him. But karma has a funny way of circling back. 2 months after that text, one of his old friends messaged me on Facebook. Turns out my brother had been bragging about scamming people online, selling items he never shipped. His PayPal got frozen, and he owed people thousands. I didn't say a word, just watched his new account post things like, "Anyone hiring?" and "Just trying to rebuild." He even tagged me once, writing, "Wish my brother supported me the way I supported him." That one made me laugh out loud. Support? I housed him, fed him, paid his bills, and still got called selfish. The irony was poetic. The last I heard, he was couch hopping around, still blaming everyone else for his problem. Meanwhile, I turned the guest house into a proper rental, cleaned, painted, and leased it out to a respectful tenant who pays on time and even brings me cookies every month. Sometimes the best revenge isn't yelling or fighting. It's peace. The kind that comes when you finally stop explaining yourself to people who only take and never give.